This is Matchweek. You are joined by myself, Ardi. We discuss everything soccer from the highs and the lows in the sporting week to the news that is relevant to you. Welcome back, top of the hour, WMSC Upper Montclair, and this is Matchweek.
Este es Matchweek.
Thank you, Jonathan. How are we doing today, ladies and gentlemen? I apologize for the late start, but you know, Dr. K's Magical Funhouse and the Vinyl-thon is really important here, and we have to make sure we give up some time for it. Today, I am obviously joined by Jonathan, Dejan, and that Chelsea guy. I'm blanking on his...
Besmir, also
yeah,
the Hungarian national team enthusiast. Thank you.
How we doing, boys? How we doing today?
Very good. How are we?
Good.
Another beautiful day in Jersey.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful weather. I was not expecting that today.
I mean, the weather so unpredictable here. Listen, this is perfect footy weather, especially with he being on Montclair State University's campus, hosting a U.S. Open Cup match tonight between the New York Red Bulls and Charlotte FC.
Dude,
which I will be there for.
If I did not have a training session tonight, I would have gone.
Oh, it's the fact that they are playing that match here at home of the New York Red Bulls too is awesome. I mean, it's going to be such an interesting atmosphere. I mean, it always is, but it's going to be a packed house tonight.
I'm just curious if like MSU students are allowed to watch for free. That's what I want to know.
From Car Park DM. Red Hawk.
Red Hawk Deck.
Red Hawk Deck.
Yo, honestly, just go to the top floor. And you're chilling.
Tailgate up on the top floor of the what's called Red Hawk Deck. Right?
Yeah, all Montclair State students, if you're listening right now and you want to watch the Red Bulls game for free, just get some lawn chairs, sit at the top of Red Hawk Deck, have some drinks, and chill out and watch a great time. Honestly,
there's your Montclair unethical life hack.
But this is not a promotion from WMSC. This is just a hypothetical. We are not promoting any illegal activities.
And this is where a lot of
it's like
it's sort of like when it's like the medicine commercials and it's like all the subtext that they read really fast like an auctioneer. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, you might get blood cuts and you might die, you know, like
Cut for censorship, please.
You might die. Look at the board up here. It does not say die. Okay, I can say die.
You might die from watching a Red Bulls game at the top of the Red Hawk Deck.
I almost
No.
It's a side effect.
No. It's actually been safety proofed. It's been safety proofed, so no one can actually hop off.
Okay, yes. Jonathan, our resident safety approver, has approved it. Thanks, John.
It's funny because I'm a goalkeeper, so.
All right, guys, because we're running short on time today, we have to hop straight into our team of the season. And for everyone who's listening, if we have time after discussing team of the season, we will be talking about the monumental Kylian Mbappe contract. This sets a precedent for world football and the future of football. So we will definitely try to do our best to get some discussion on that topic. But first, team of the season. Now, La Liga team of the season, boys. How are we feeling about it?
Oh boy,
it looks nice. Honestly, there's more there's more players that we could go with that we can mix up the squads. Unlike your typical Bundesliga or Premier League.
That's the thing. It's like you can either go 4 at the back, 3 at the back, or just go no center backs if you're really in the mood.
Oh yeah, no, this is interesting. You got a lot of variety. I mean, what formation are we rolling with today?
So here's the thing. So by EA Sports team of the season,
3 center backs.
They went with a 3-5-2. Because it sort of makes sense, and we'll discuss it when we get into the defenders, but the way how they have the positions like mashed around, like I do understand why they did it. So just to start, we're going to go goalkeepers. Now, everybody's like, oh yeah, Unai Simon and like Silison, they're all going to get these shouts. No, get out of here. When you have three of the best goalkeepers like in the world playing in the La Liga, in Jan Oblak, Ter Stegen, and Courtois, I'm sorry, no other person's getting a shout on the short list, and I do apologize for La Liga fans, but
Sorry, Jonathan.
tough it out.
Hey, Claudio Bravo, I got you, bro. Don't worry.
Claudio Bravo.
You did a good job. You brought him to the final. And you won the whole thing.
I love how Jonathan's talking to him as if he's actually listening right now. Claudio Bravo, if you're listening right now, you have my
I saw a little blip on the map, Spain, so I figured that's you, man.
Hey, it's not a little blip anymore. It's a big blip.
Oh, there you go. All right. So look, I mean, for starters, those are three phenomenal. But I mean, you already know I might be a little biased in saying it, man. But
I'm gonna agree with his biasness.
So look, one at a time. Jonathan, who are you picking?
Courtois,
My
starter.
Dejan, who are you picking?
100% Courtois.
Besmir? No Chelsea bias. You cannot.
No Gulashi.
No Chelsea.
No Gulashi.
Yo, Besmir's gonna be like, yeah. So I researched last night. I found there's a Hungarian third team goalkeeper who plays for Getafe.
Yeah.
Listen, well, everyone knows my love for Jan Oblak. I think he is the best keeper in the world. He is the keeper I would want in my side, and I'd build the team around. He brings everything that a modern keeper and the more classical keepers like Casillas and all these guys used to bring, that authority figure in net.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think he's been phenomenal. I think El Cholo does great with the Atleti, and, Jan Oblak's a great reason that they are as strong as they are. But even though I think Courtois is a snake, I think it has to be Thibaut Courtois. He's been phenomenal.
I agree. I think this is Thibaut Courtois' best season for Real Madrid so far, personally.
In his career, it's the best season he's had.
Yeah,
absolutely,
100%. And that's coming from when he's had some dominant Chelsea performances. Like, he's really locked it down this year, and kudos to him. And do you think it's because he feels like he has a more reliable partnership in front of him in an Alaba and a Militao in comparison to an aging Ramos and Varane?
I'm going to argue that.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to say there's no attention on
Why do you keep doing this to the mic? You turn it away, push it away from you.
Listen, there's no attention on Courtois this year. It's all about everywhere else on the pitch.
Yeah.
What's happening with the defense, with all the youngsters? Modric and Kroos are aging. Is Casemiro as effective as he once was? Gareth Bale is still golfing. Benzema's on fire. Nobody talks about Courtois. He's able to do his job. When a goalkeeper isn't being mentioned every day of the week, every hour of the day, they are able to get the job done, not worrying. Courtois has always been someone who, with the limelight on him, he is at his worst. Let him just be in the background doing his job. I mean, Jonathan, our resident goalkeeper over here, what are your thoughts?
I think that based on just the back line, I mean, if we could talk about David Alaba, I know we haven't gotten to defenders yet, but the reason why David Alaba has just really washed up that back line this entire season is just like the leadership quality that he has. That's why I feel like when Besmir's talking about he's kind of like Courtois like in the background because he has tremendous leadership in that back line already. So Courtois he just has to do his job the way he is, and he's been very consistent with it. But I just think with that reliable leader in front of him, I think that's just kind of where it all comes together. Courtois has just been super consistent. Just amazing.
See, an unpopular opinion for me, I'd say Jan Oblak wasn't doing as well as he did a couple seasons ago.
Yeah, 100%.
Because you go from getting linked to Man United and Chelsea to just being like.
Well, you can't say links change a player. Like, don't get me wrong, Jan Oblak still had a great season, but it's as if sometimes when we talk about like Messi and Ronaldo,
they just die down.
You're expecting a phenomenal season year in year out from him. So that's why we were going with Thibaut Courtois this season.
Yeah.
Next, so we have to decide what we're doing with the back line. Are we going with a back five? Are we going with a back three, a back four? Because to be perfectly honest, the only fullback I would give credit to on this list is Acuna, if we're talking team of the season. Because the center backs have had way better performances than a lot of these fullbacks.
Oh, man, it's just...
Lodi's a no for me. Jordi Alba, I mean...
No, I don't think Jordi Alba either.
Yeah, I can agree with you. There's one person missing here on this list, and that's Mendy.
No, I'm sorry. Mendy, he's been two different players when it comes to Champions League and La Liga. La Liga, he's been off this year, but Champions League for Real, he's been on.
He was also injured.
He was also injured.
A good period of time,
which technically rules him out when we're talking about most players.
Yeah, so I'd probably agree with you.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
Besmir, what are we thinking? Back three, back five, back four?
Back five. Back five sounds nice.
Yeah, because then...
But then you take away one of the...
You take away a winger spot. That's the thing.
Yeah, if we go if we go back three, Does it have to be necessarily 3 center backs? Can we go left back, a center back, and a right back? Just 3 defenders doesn't matter.
Well, to be perfectly honest, the three defenders who will be there is honestly 3 center backs because there's been so many phenomenal center back performances this season from the La Liga that it's only fair just to give a lot of them a shout.
Well, because my only thing is, all right, if we go 3 center backs, are we then doing wing backs, or can we just make them wingers?
No, so we'll make them wingers. That's what we'll do. So
3 center backs works for me.
So do you want to stick with EA's format of a 3-5-2?
Yeah, we can do that.
Oh, I think that works for me.
Okay, perfect. So
Yeah, that's fine.
the 3 center backs. Here's our options. I'm gonna just read everybody off.
Go.
So we have Acuna, Berchiche, Jordi Alba, Renan Lodi, Eder Militao, David Alaba, Jules Koundé, Araujo, Pau Torres, Diego Carlos, Jesus Navas, Dest, Bellerin, and Correa.
And just to clarify, there's no Hungarian national team players in La
I
Liga.
looked for
so
you. There's not.
Yeah, I just checked as well.
Also, I know Jonathan was a little bit cringing just by the fact that you couldn't say Araujo
Yeah.
compared to Araujo.
Oh, I said no. I could tell. I didn't say Araujo. I said Araujo. So at least I tried. Okay, I tried.
Araujo. Yeah. He's it's great center back. Great.
So,
Dude, it's a tough one because Alaba's definitely on that for me.
Alaba, Koundé.
So here's the thing.
Torres.
I think besides Acuna, I think Acuna guarantees makes our bench. Yes or no?
Yeah, for bench.
To be
Acuna.
fair,
Wow, you're really shouting. You're really
bro,
rooting for Acuna. He's great, but it's just
no.
but he's a left back. Yeah.
Acuna has put Sevilla on his back this season, dude. He's been playing left back, shifting into the midfield, helping the attack. Like if you
Yeah, but how is he as a center back?
He's got a lot of experience.
But
yeah.
no, I'm not saying him as a center back. I'm saying him as like guaranteed bench for us when we're talking about the full team of the season.
Yeah, he's gonna.
No, it's all right. Look, my 3. Look, I'll tell you right now, my 3 center backs.
Okay,
they're cool and shoot them out. Alaba, Koundé, Pau Torres. Those are my picks.
Those are my 3 as well.
They're phenomenal.
but do we think
Pau Torres is so
But
good.
I know, but like Araujo too, though he's been carrying Barcelona on that defense.
He's carrying them to second
I'm gonna keep
place.
saying I don't want to say it. Sorry, Jonathan. Tough.
Look, Araujo, I would keep him on the bench. Why not?
Yeah, but
Pau Torres' age is supposedly in talks with Manchester United. How do you not have any bias towards that?
well, no. I'm thinking is that it's.
He'll sign Jurriën Timber.
I think Koundé doesn't make it over Araujo, in my opinion.
Oh,
Oh, you're saying this to a Chelsea fan who wants
Yeah, I know.
they want to
No.
buy Koundé.
Koundé's been
Oh no,
a consistent performer for a couple years now.
yeah, but we're talking about the season. But here's the thing: it's like without Araujo, Barcelona falls apart. And I'm gonna keep saying it like that just because I know it irks Jonathan.
Are you gonna try it? To say it the other way?
I'm not. To be honest.
Araujo.
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 I don't know. Raul. I don't care.
Araujo.
Anyway, yeah. Look, I see where Ardi's coming from. To be honest with you, look, Koundé's just phenomenal. But this season, I know Araujo's been on fire.
That's the
on
point.
fire.
Because like Koundé obviously is, in my opinion, the better center back. But if we're talking about team of the season,
Yeah.
these players who have the one-off seasons deserve the shout. You know what I'm saying?
But Acuna did make the La Liga team of the season with Koundé, but Acuna is a fullback primarily. So if we're gonna take a center back, if we're gonna say 3 center backs and then give Acuna a bench shot.
But
even that though, where he can't play in the team if there's no fullbacks.
That's true.
Just throwing that out there. I mean, not that we're basing ours off the
EA one.
the EA, but there's 2 of us now that have kind of said
Well, yeah, you two are very similar. So just restate your shouts real quick.
we're the same exact. Pau
Yeah.
Torres, Alaba,
Yeah.
and Koundé.
Yes.
Yep,
Okay.
that's
So
exactly
wait,
right.
Dejan, who do you want?
I mean, I'm going with Militao, Alaba, and Koundé.
Okay, so Koundé is guaranteed in.
And
Alaba's-
Alaba.
So it's just
It's that third center back.
Militao's tough, man. Even as a Real Madrid fan, I
Pau
can't.
Torres or Militao, I guess.
Pau Torres deserves it over Militao in my opinion.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
No, for
This
sure.
season?
No doubt. I mean, Pau Torres this season.
Yeah,
I think
Pau Torres deserves
I think
it.
Militao just has not been consistent enough for me to be able to say like,
But the thing is with like a Militao, he still for some reason when he plays for Real, when you look at him, he still has these like growing pains. You know what I'm saying? Like he's like still somewhat adjusting somehow. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like because when you see, what's the best explanation? I'm trying to think of like a newer center back in La Liga this year.
Problem is, there's no new center back because barely anybody buys any center backs.
I was about to say because everybody's like, okay, so like if we do a Diego Carlos in comparison to Eder Militao, Diego Carlos he looks way more like bedded into his team than Eder Militao does. You know what I'm saying?
But this is Militao's second season or first season with Real Madrid?
I think it's second.
Second season.
But it still when he plays, it still looks like it's his first season. You know,
I agree.
Yeah, he's not acclimated yet. Like he doesn't really mesh well. He's kind of like just.
I think it was a game against maybe Chelsea or City where he was making constant mistakes. Small, easy passes that anybody could make.
And then Mendy was saving him a lot.
Yeah.
That's a.
So I mean, yeah, I can understand.
So
that.
we're gonna go with Pau Torres, David Alaba, and Koundé, right?
Yeah, people are gonna give a
Jules Koundé.
shtick though, but it's fine.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Look, I mean, going back to the center back just real quick. I mean, what Besmir taught me is very true in terms of the center back pairings. How about one of them? One of them is just absolutely brilliant, like leader, goes up and sweeps it, and then there's someone that's complemented, which is the Militao Alaba partnership. It's just perfect. It works really well because of that reason, like the Thiago Silva and the and I guess Rudiger this season, Sergio Ramos Varane.
Well, because that's the thing. Because Militao can be afforded just to make mistakes and be like that outlying going to make something happen, where Alaba is just going to clean everything up.
Exactly.
And Courtois has been brilliant. So
yeah, so you really
speaking,
afforded it.
Alaba and Militao, in all due respects, when you have a keeper like Courtois behind you, even if your positioning is slightly off, where you might get if David De Gea's in that, where you might be punished for it.
Well, here's the thing.
Courtois,
De
it's a different story.
Gea, it's either he'll save you or he'll ruin you. There's no in between for him.
See, for me, Militao and Alaba are almost like the exact same in terms of the way they play. They both can go up forward. While Alaba goes forward, Militao can stay back. But then also Alaba could stay back and Militao could go forward.
Yeah,
both of them have the same amount of speed.
Alaba is way better with the ball at his feet.
Well, of course, that's because he spent 10 years at your boy's club. So
yeah, he was a
He's
left
phenomenal,
back.
dude.
It's so crazy. Like for Bayern, he was a left back. For Real, he was a center back, and then for Austria, he plays CDM/cam.
Yeah.
Man, he can do anything.
And he's a captain.
Yes, 100%.
Really
so
cool.
we're all in agreement of the back line.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now let's go into the midfield.
Wait,
now,
can we just confirm so we know you're not sneaking in?
Oh no!
Araujo?
No. It's David Alaba, Pau Torres, and Jules Koundé.
Cool, love it.
All right.
And realistically, Alaba is probably the only of those three center backs that might still be in La Liga next season.
Yeah, probably.
That's how you know you've had a good season is when you get transferred to the Prem.
Exactly.
There you go.
All right, so next for the midfield, here's our short list. Our short list is Modric, Pedri, Fekir, Cruz, Camavinga, Canales, Llorente, Lo Celso, Parejo,
Llorente.
Merino, Silva, Gavi, De Jong, and Casemiro.
Wait, so the 3-5-2 are we playing? I mean,
2 center mids and a cam.
Oh, okay. So you're not doing 2 DMs and a.
No, I'm not doing.
So it's 2 center mids and a cam.
Yeah.
Okay.
so it's. Oh, okay, I guess. Yeah.
So yeah, you have your 2 center mids.
Well, I mean, you still could have someone who's a center defensive mid technically in that midfield, but.
So I was gonna say it's almost like a 3-4-1-2 or something. Is that what they're doing?
Yeah.
Hold on, real quick, guys. Open the door. I want to have Maz come in. Maz, come in real quick. So for everybody who's listening right now, this is the ill-fated Maz, the one who called Real Madrid making it all the way to the final.
How's it going, gentlemen?
So Maz, real quick, you're gonna give us our first picks for the midfield for the La Liga, okay? I'm gonna read you off the list right now. It's Luka Modric, Pedri, Fekir, Cruz, Camavinga, Canales, Llorente, Lo Celso, Parejo, Merino, Silva, Gavi, De Jong, or Casemiro.
For the season you're talking
Team
about?
of the season, midfield 3, 2 center mids and a cam. Who are you picking?
I think you got to put Modric in there, to be completely honest with you. I mean, just look what they've been able to accomplish, and he's still proven that he's playing at such a high level, even going into his 30s. So that's the number 1 pick for me. And if anybody disagrees, I mean, there's a reason why they're taking it all the way. I really want to say Cruz or Camavinga, but I can't give it to him just yet. So I gotta probably go with Pedri there, just because he's had a really nice season. He's been showing off. I mean, the kid's showing some really good talent, and Barca's got some nice things looking forward with him.
Okay.
As for a center defensive mid, though, you know what? I'm rocking with it, and I'm going with Casemiro.
Really?
Old, reliable. Just really like what he's been bringing for. I mean, the 3 old men of Real Madrid's midfield are still showing that they still got it. I love Cruz, but Pedri just really was shining this year, so I got to rock with 2 Los Blancos, and I'll give Barcelona their flowers.
Thank you, Maz. I appreciate the call out. Means a lot, brother.
Appreciate it.
You made Jonathan super happy considering he's our resident Los Blancos supporter over there.
I mean, it's the greatest club of all time, man. You got to show the love.
All right, well, the door's that way, man.
I mean, dude, Champions Leagues. There's a reason why they've gotten the best players.
The kings of Europe.
You want to get his number now?
Real Madrid owns the competition. Yeah, nice.
Maz, thank you so much for your input. I appreciate you.
Have a go and don't forget Ronaldo's the GOAT.
Every time he leaves, he always leaves it at that.
That's awesome.
The best thing is he doesn't realize he doesn't even have to buy Jonathan dinner if he's going to say stuff like that about Real Madrid.
That's too funny, bro.
That's enough for Jonathan.
Okay, Besmir, who's your midfield three? By the way, for the audience, I forgot to mention Federico Valverde, but
shame on you.
You can't have the whole list being Real Madrid. So.
I know.
Well, if we could have the whole Premier League, Man City and Liverpool, and a little bit of Chelsea fans.
Well, not Chelsea, United. Come on.
This is where I struggle. I watch Real Madrid play. I love Modric, Kroos. The old guard at Madrid is fantastic. You watch Camavinga come on, dude,
and he's just class.
He's going to be the best center midfielder in the world.
Yes,
he's that good.
Him and Tuchemani as a partnership is going to be raps.
There's so many. There's such an exciting generation of these young talents coming in.
Yeah.
I can list off a million players in the Prem and the Bundesliga and stuff, but Camavinga, there's this youthfulness in his game, and he's just so much fun to. He is a game changer for Real Madrid. Every time he's on the pitch, he is a game changer. So it's hard for me to leave someone like him off the list. And now this is where it becomes troublesome because Real Madrid almost made it look easy this year in La Liga. So to not have a full Real Madrid midfield, in my opinion, would be kind of difficult because they've made it look easy. So for someone like me, like as much as I love Modric, Kroos, like I have to also throw Camavinga in there. I mean, who were Maz's 3 picks again?
He picked
Pedri, Modric,
Casemiro.
But he didn't pick it he didn't pick like a straight cam.
Well, you said Modric could be in there or Pedri.
But like
either
Kroos
or.
is so good too. It's so hard. And
it's difficult.
Pedri has to be thrown in the mix. I mean, he's
phenomenal.
He's going to be one of the best center midfielders in the world.
But then
here's
the thing, right? So Lo Celso came in halfway through the season from Tottenham, but he's been lights out with Villarreal.
Yeah, I mean, he has, but a lot of that praise has come in the Champions League as well, right?
Yeah.
So in the league specifically.
What about Fekir, though, for Real Sociedad?
Listen, yes, they've been very good, but...
Not Sociedad, I'm sorry, Real Betis.
So
there's 3 Real teams, I always get confused, my apologies.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, it's a real difficult thing to figure out. Anyway.
Okay, calm down, Dad.
Wait, Silva, like the David Silva?
Yeah, David Silva.
Wow, he's a grandfather of the game, too.
Yeah, but like him at Real Sociedad has been insane. Him, Adnan Januzaj, messing about.
Yeah, I mean, it's very difficult. As a Real Madrid fan, like I said, it's very difficult to pick two. I mean, I know, and I understand why Maz would say the Pedri shout out, and I totally respect that because, I mean, the kid's been
surreal.
Absolutely, just changing the game. He's been changing the game.
I can easily give you my 3 picks. I have no change in my 3 picks,
right.
and that's the old guard, the Modric,
old guard,
Kroos, and Casemiro.
Yeah, if we're picking a deep lying midfielder like a CDM, I would definitely keep Casemiro in the lineup. But because you said we need a cam, we need 3 center mids, that kind of thing.
Yeah, we need the 2 center mids and a cam because realistically, when you have a back 3 like this, you can afford to have someone who can play as a secondary CDM. Much rather than a full-on deep-lying CDM, you know what I'm saying?
People are going to kill me here, but I'm
going to be perfectly honest, I don't think Casemiro makes it on here.
That's what I want to say. My shout is Casemiro. I think Pedri and Camavinga, like these are the kind of players I choose over Casemiro.
Like, to be perfectly honest, my midfield 3, just to get it out of the way, it's Modric, Camavinga, and Pedri.
See, that's what I was thinking, but I also struggle to not have Kroos in the team.
But to not have Fekir as well, though, is tough, too.
For me, I'm going to switch Casemiro with Frankie.
Frankie de Jong?
Oh, yeah.
I wish he had a better season.
It's just, to be honest, he struggled with Xavi coming in because, I don't know how to explain it, but the way how Gavi and Pedri play, they play exactly like him, and he's sort of been, like, shoved to the wayside a little bit in the midfield and how they play, where he can't be lights out, top of the box, like how he usually is, just creating. He's forced to be more deep lying and just to be more so an extra body than an actual player in the team. You know what I'm saying?
For me, I think De Jong is fantastic, honestly. I mean, the kid has
100%.
every quality you'd want in a center mid CDM.
I mean, there's a reason why he's leaving Barcelona this summer, so,
Well,
Yeah, hopefully,
does happen,
Man
it's
U.
probably
Hopefully,
his
Man
best.
U.
Well, it's in his best interest, honestly.
Yeah, because
it's not going to fit in Xavi.
For Barcelona, it makes sense because then they'll get money to actually make some good transfers. And
I mean, on top of that, they're also bringing in Frank Kessie from AC Milan.
Well, they're getting him on a free. They missed out on getting Mazraoui on the free.
So,
Bayern beat him to it. But that's what I'm saying.
You know?
If you have a Frank Kessié in that team, that just pushes out
your
De Jong
CDM,
even
that's
more.
your, you know.
No, he's not CDM.
He's-
Dude, if you look at him play for AC Milan, he's top. He's basically at the 18-yard box the whole entire time. Realistically,
He's a box to box.
Frank Kessié.
Oh, I need that. Yeah, we need that guy.
No, but listen,
like, not in Real Madrid, but
listen, but
somewhere.
like but you gotta understand, like Frank Kessié has looked so good as a box to box because of how phenomenal Tonali has been for AC Milan this year.
Very good.
Tonali has been lights out this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for me, De Jong, Modric, and Cruz. Cruz is the best passer La Liga has probably ever seen and probably will ever see.
But we also have to consider that as much as we want to talk about how great these other players have been for these other teams, Real Madrid walked the league this year.
They did. They really did.
You know, so if it's for example, the Prem team of the season dominated by Manchester City, Liverpool. It came to the last 15 minutes of the season for City to win the title.
City had to make a comeback to win the
Silky
title.
Oki.
Like I feel like Real Madrid won the title in like February. Like it was
Yeah.
It was pretty much like, okay, Real Madrid's won the title. Xavi's focused on next season or seeing if he can finish second place.
Or if you can
know?
get Europa League finish.
You know, like
Yeah, man.
I feel like it's almost a dishonor to not put, Real Madrid players all over the pitch.
So then
So for me,
Camavinga, Modric, Cruz for me.
100%. I agree, and I guess a little more Real Madrid bias from a former player. Marcos Llorente deserves, I guess, a bench spot for me. Honestly, I mean, I know we'll talk about that later, but Marcos Llorente is really
I agree
good.
with you that too. He's been
really good.
Ever since he's been to Atletico, every single year he's proven he's one of the best in his position, by far.
Absolutely.
So then my midfield three, I did Modric, Camavinga, Pedri. Maz gave us Pedri, Casemiro, and Modric. Besmir,
Camavinga, Modric, Cruz.
Camavinga, Modric, Cruz.
De Jong, what's his name? De Jong, Cruz, and Modric.
And then Jonathan.
Same as Besmir. Modric, Kroos, and Camavinga.
Yeah.
So Camavinga has a majority right now.
Yeah, the three of us, right?
Three of us.
Yeah, dude.
And Modric, I think, is in as well.
Modric has a majority, but also because of Maz, Pedri has a majority right now.
Bro, to think that Camavinga was literally just signed in the summer.
Dude, but like
he slotted in perfectly.
So,
dude,
before we give our final verdict, when you see Camavinga play, he's exactly what every player should be doing, and you see it in the likes of like Messi, Ronaldo, and all of them. When he's on the field, he picks his head up and he just scans everything within a split second, looks at where everything and everyone is. What are you doing over there? I hear it in the microphone, and it's like
only half of the headphones are working. So
shift
the wires.
Yeah, do not touch the wire.
It's perfect now. I can hear now.
Okay, so it literally like he's able to pick up his head, scan in and out, and he just knows where everybody is. Like that's just that's a world class quality.
And to be 19, it's like what?
It's ridiculous.
So just to let you guys know, we've had Modric, Camavinga, and Pedri as a majority throughout all of our votes.
Well, no, Pedri.
Oh, so you're using veto power or something?
Yeah, Maz just gave me veto power.
Well, Pedri's in if you consider Maz. You have Pedri in yours?
I have Pedri in mine.
I have Cruz in mine.
I have Cruz in mine.
Same here.
Oh, wait, you guys have Cruz in yours?
Yeah.
Oh, so it has to be Camavinga, Modric, and Cruz. I didn't know that. My apologies.
Oh, see, he's not using the veto power, but he's using manipulation. He's trying to trick us.
My propaganda. This is Matchweek propaganda. No, I'm just joking.
I've seen Gulashi play in training in midfield.
In the
all right, guys. So our midfield three is Toni Kroos, Luka Modric, and Pedri.
Yeah.
Fair? Okay. I'm just going to swap out Fekir real quick from EA. It's on my list. All right, so next we have attackers.
Interesting.
This should be...
Attackers is Vinicius, Danjuma, Oyarzabal, Carrasco, Munain, Benzema, Suarez, Felix, Depay, De Tomas, Juanmi, Dembele, Torres, and Aspas.
Okay, well, I already know my front three.
So I want to go Besmir first. So
what is it? Front two, right?
No, so we're going two strikers and a left wing, right wing.
Yikes.
Oh, okay.
So like a front four, like okay.
The one thing I'll announce this change right now. There's no shot we're having Canales play right wing like how.
Dude, I just think.
Sense.
Look,
I
I
don't
think
understand why they did that.
No. It's because they won the Copa del Rey. I think that's pretty much.
Yeah, but like, how do you not like? Why not just do a 4-2-2 then? If you want Canales in, that's why I don't understand.
Yeah, I think Betis is just getting too much of a shout out. I mean, I get it; they had a phenomenal run, but.
No, but deservingly so though. You can't just say too much.
For that sake, we might as well put Bellerin in the freaking starting lineup.
Well, yeah, but Hector, the goal protector, has revitalized his career going to Real.
I don't know where you come up with this
Betis.
thing, but it's class. It's class.
Well,
he's good. No, he's good.
I do have a question.
There's a reason why they pay me the big bucks, which is $0.
I do have a serious question.
Yes, sir.
I thought, what's his name? Aubameyang came into Barcelona and has been
6
on
months.
fire.
No.
It's just been the thing we're talking about the whole entire season.
No, that's not fair because you mentioned Lo Celso in 6 months he's been.
Yeah, but Lo Celso for a shout, not for a starting spot, just as a shout out. That's it.
I thought Aubameyang came in and he's the reason Barcelona shot up to where they've been lately. I mean he's been lights out.
But here's the thing: it's like you were still getting those performances from Memphis Depay in the first half of the season.
He wasn't
about that.
hitting hat tricks and all this other stuff.
Yeah, but he was still getting game winners and locking it down for them.
It's okay. Aubameyang will be replaced by Lewandowski within a season or two, so I mean he's gonna be sitting comfortably on the bench, just like Gareth Bale.
Yeah,
I'm surprised Muniain is on this list.
I mean, for Athletic Bilbao, he's always consistent.
Yeah, he's always
been the leader of the team, but I guess I don't know.
Joao Felix.
Felix for Atletico.
He has 100% one of my starting slots.
Yeah, I mean it's hard. I'm just trying to figure out who we're gonna throw on that right wing. I mean, because for me,
I think Juanmi deserves a shout, to be honest.
Vinny, Benzema, Felix are three.
I agree.
And personally, I'm a huge Carrasco fan. I've been for years.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I lied. My front four is Adnan Januzaj. That's it.
And Gulashi.
But he's not even anyway.
Well, no, Adnan Januzaj is a left wing, and he's Albanian and Belgian, so that's why he deserves my call out.
Yeah, well.
Okay, no,
he's leaving the club this year.
But seriously, Vinicius, Benzema, and Felix, is that clear for all of us? Like guaranteed in?
That's
So this is now a discussion of the right wing. So winger options, we have Danjuma, Oyarzabal, Carrasco, Juanmi, Dembele, Torres as wingers.
Danjuma has my vote.
Wait, Juanmi?
I've watched it firsthand unfold in front of my eyes.
Depay doesn't get. I mean,
he's not a winger. He's a cam / center forward.
Depay has just been scoring penalties this season, sometimes from open play. I haven't really seen anything special from him.
Yeah, look, for me, it's either.
Depay thrived more under Ronald Koeman than he has under Xavi, though. Koeman knew how to work him. Continue, Jonathan. I'm sorry.
No, it's from the Netherlands. So.
As a right wing, man, I mean, it's really. So I like Oyarzabal. I like him a lot.
Danjuma for me.
Yeah, but you also have Dembele, who's been on fire.
Dembele and Carrasco are the only 3 guys I would pick from there.
But then Dembele can't get it from me just due to the fact that in the first start of the season with Koeman, injury prone consistently, and then now with Xavi here, he's been more the main man, the star that he used to be. That's the reason why they bought him under Xavi. But under Koeman, he's
Well, do you think that's just a difference in managers? Like Coleman's really a deep line. Like the wingers are actually secondary defenders, whereas in a Xavi system, the wingers are the stars. They're the attackers. You have to clean up for them.
Personally, Koeman to me completely ruined Barca. Completely.
Yeah, but do you think that's Koeman? That's like more so Barcelona's fault than Koeman's fault. Like you knew who you were hiring when you bring in a Ronald Koeman.
I agree with that. The board. I've always said.
No, but it was the same thing like with Tottenham and Nuno. There's no reason you should be hiring a Nuno Espirito Santos when he doesn't fit your club whatsoever.
I mean, the board. Real Madrid's president, as you know, horrible. The dude is like nuts. Barca's president, horrible. I mean, they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah,
they don't.
Exactly. So for right wing, here's who I think deserves a shout for right wing. Juanmi, Dembele, Danjuma. Those are my 3 shouts. Who I think who should.
For me, it has to be Danjuma, just due to the fact that I've watched him play. I've watched him consistently harass. He's been harassing the Bayern back line for.
Yeah, but we're talking about just La Liga performances alone right now.
Even La Liga. You see, even on FIFA, you see him 2 to 3 weeks, 4 weeks in a row, team of the week. He's been performing under Unai Emery completely amazing, you know.
All right, so now all of us have to pick one. Who's the one we're picking, Jonathan?
Especially coming from Bournemouth too.
Yeah.
You know, who they took a real big shot at.
Jonathan, who are we picking?
Man, I think I'm gonna go with Danjuma.
Danjuma, yeah. Besmir
makes sense for me.
No, not Dominic Szoboszlai.
There's nobody else I'm really excited about.
No, Danjuma. I mean, I'm a huge Carrasco fan. I think he's been pretty solid this season, but Danjuma's been
lights out.
My vote. Yeah, he gets my vote.
Danjuma has made it into our final team of the season.
It's interesting. Benzema and Felix up top, man. Wow.
Also, I feel so bad for Felix after the news. You know,
I mean, Luis Suarez gets a shout too for sure.
Oh yeah.
For him being.
I mean,
last season, yeah.
Yeah, last season Barcelona let him go on a free to Atletico, and he wins the Atletico the league. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I think even
once
this year,
again,
he's
Koeman's
been good
fault.
this year.
I don't think that wasn't a Koeman choice though. That was a Barcelona board choice. Barcelona was trying to force him out for the year prior.
Koeman did tell him he also wasn't part of his plans at Barca.
Well, because that's what the board told him, because he wasn't going to still be there.
Yeah, but doesn't also a coach get a say in it? You know?
No, only Mbappe gets saves.
That's a great topic for the.
That is a great transition
for the last. 15
so
minutes.
just actually last half hour we can go till 12:15 today.
W.
So here's the thing. So just to announce we still haven't decided the bench yet, boys. So we can't even transition.
Oh,
That's
okay.
right.
So
Shoot.
Yano Black.
Hope like that.
no goalies. No goalies.
Yeah.
I know. We don't.
For Ardi, I'm going to give my vote to Araujo.
Rajo.
He's definitely on the bench though. Araujo. Definitely.
Araujo, yeah.
Who's that?
He definitely gets on the bench for me.
So
for sure.
What about Acuna? Does Acuna make it or no?
No. Araujo.
Are we having only one defender like we always do?
Well,
It's only 4 bench, right? On 4 on the bench.
yeah, 4 bench.
Oh, tough luck.
So for me, dude.
I'm just asking.
All right, no.
I don't know. I'm asking. You guys
okay.
ask.
No, it's okay. Look. I'll tell you right now.
I also just don't like Acuna, so.
I don't either. He gives me that Gary Medel vibe, you know?
Yeah.
I hate Medel and Mascherano. Oh my god.
I hate Medel so badly. Like, if I ever... Oh, man. I've always wanted to play professional and just boot him, like, right in the chest, like Nigel de Jong against Xabi Alonso in the World Cup.
That's a bit excessive.
He pisses me off.
Has feelings
Just he
too.
has that arrogance to him. I just don't like him at all. He's like one of those 5'4" guys that have a bigger
So
attitude
guys, we
than
have to
his
make
height.
choices right now. So for bench, are we just doing like a wingback / winger, and then a defender, and then
I'll tell you mine right now.
Okay.
Ready? The 4, right? So Araujo,
Mm-hmm.
Nabil Fekir,
Okay.
Marcos Llorente, and
Yep.
Luis Suarez.
I like the sound of that.
Ditto.
I agree with Jonathan's as well, honestly.
For me, I'm going Militao, Pedri, let's see, Carrasco.
That's right. Pedri didn't even
And
make
Suarez.
our lineup.
Those are my 4. So I have Militao, Pedri, Carrasco, and Suarez.
I'm gonna switch mine up. Actually, I'm gonna go Rayo,
Whoever that is.
Araujo.
Raul, whatever his name is.
Rajo.
Rajo.
Ray J.
Ray J. Yeah. His new name is Ray J now, so I'm gonna go Ray J. I'm gonna go him. I'm gonna go Pedri, Fekir, Llorente.
So you have no other forwards.
Well,
No strikers. Yeah.
Fekir is my center forward technically.
Okay.
I guess that's fair. Yeah.
Okay. I'm
Doesn't
still
matter
sticking-
because we still did the majority.
Yeah,
of
the
them two still
majority,
wins.
yeah,
I just
yeah.
wanted to get something different.
So what was the final? The final bench is the one we.
So
Besmir and I
the
agreed on.
final was Ray J. Ray J. Who else was it?
So I picked Araujo, Nabil Fekir, Marcos Llorente, and Luis Suarez.
Yeah. So that's
I just think Marcos Llorente slots in like just fresh pair of legs too. You can't go wrong with like him coming
Fresh
in
pair of legs,
off
so-
I
he can run for 120 minutes.
I have the
He-
same
he's
thing
a
Jonathan
freaking
has, but
monster.
I take Llorente out for Pedri.
Ooh, that
Interesting.
means Pedri
No more
wins
kiddo.
the majority.
Hey, I'm okay with that too. I just want to give
Yeah, you're just biased.
I just want to give
I
respect to
understand.
Llorente. That's all.
Yeah, you're biased Real Madrid fan.
You just want to keep it all in Madrid. It's okay. I
You
understand.
should be more like me. I have no bias towards anyone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Besmir, what? He doesn't watch any football team, bro. It's just Besmir in his own little head. That's it.
What sport are we talking about?
No bias, yeah?
Okay, so our whole lineup, I'm going to read it off for the audience. It is Thibaut Courtois, David Alaba, Pau Torres, Koundé, Modric, Kroos, Camavinga. And then the front four is Vinicius, Benzema, João Felix, Danjuma. And then the bench is Ray J.
Araujo for the audience. Araujo.
Fekir, Suarez, and Pedri.
Did you see that tackle the other day? He like came and just took out both players. One was his teammate. I forget who it was. He just came in for a challenge and just took out everyone by the ball.
Yeah.
Wow.
Reckless. I loved it.
Love it. Now, on to the hottest topic in the sport right now.
Chelsea football. I mean,
this is I'm not gonna lie, guys. I know we've been doing well discussing team of the season, but this is a topic that's probably going to draw in the most audience, just because of how insanely like monumental this decision has been. So, we are going to be discussing Kylian Mbappe's new contract with PSG, a 3-year deal. Besmir, do you mind discussing the details for us?
So, this is brilliant.
But turn your mic the right way, please.
This is what's wrong with sports on every level, especially soccer, football.
Just to preface this, Mbappe has been the first footballer to figure out that I am playing for a nation state and I could take them for all of their money.
Now, Mbappe's realized he is a national treasure in France. Mm-hmm. He is going to go down as one of the greatest players in history.
Yes.
He's 23 years old. He's won a World Cup. He's dominated world football.
He's made it to a Champions League final. He's won a league.
Final. He has shined in a team that includes Neymar and Messi in it.
And he's outshined them, just to make it very clear.
So, when I look at it, I think this man's brilliant. Now, at 23 years old, he has signed a 3-year deal with a reportedly $300 million signing bonus, a euros signing bonus.
And the numbers keep getting skewed because they're saying it's £1 million a week, $1 million. What exactly is his weekly salary?
I have heard that it is 100 million euros a year post-tax.
Post-tax.
So, comes out to roughly 2 million a week. Now, that means a 3-year, 600 million euro contract.
Hold on a second. $2 million a week, you're saying?
2 million euros a week.
Wait, but I heard it was £1 million a week. So what's the numbers, man?
Now, I've heard 100 million a year post-taxes, after taxes.
Yeah, but is that with add-ons or is that just base salary?
I heard that is the base salary. Now, and listen, and no one from PSG has come out and confirmed this because it's ludicrous numbers we're talking about.
Yes.
But you look at a 600 million euro contract for 3 years, blows my mind. Though that's like Major League Baseball kind of numbers.
More
and
more. No, right? He is officially the highest paid athlete in history and in the world.
So Mbappe makes $123,423 daily. That's daily. Weekly he gets
his current contract.
Yeah. So he gets $617,115 weekly. Monthly he gets $2.6 million.
Monthly. But that's monthly. Right now. They're quadrupling his salary. Now he's making 24.
I don't believe it's two. I generally thought it was like 1.5 million, not even 2 million. I generally thought that's what it was.
I think he earns like $1.67 per second. So
this is more than Messi money at Barcelona, and we all thought that Messi money at Barcelona was insane.
Yeah, well, regardless of what it is, now listen, I'm going to tell you, though, like the money is money. All right, listen, the owner has enough money to throw around. That's a couple super yachts and whatever else he might want to buy. Now, you look at a 23-year-old superstar gets to choose the sporting director, have a say in the coaching staff, has the Ardi veto power on transfers.
Yeah, so like me, like you guys know how like I'll be like, oh, veto, I decide. And Mbappe has that for a star-studded club.
For
Just
everything,
think about
for
that.
everything. The coach, the sporting director.
The kit color.
He's like, you know what, guys? I want to wear purple this year. We're going purple.
Anything. Look,
Like
even
rumor has it they're gonna repaint the Eiffel Tower in his favorite color. Like it's
pretty
ridiculous.
much, man. I mean, look,
They're gonna rename it.
Well, here's the thing. So if we're talking about this contract, it's like, you know what? He's a local lad. He wants to play for the club he grew up around. Makes sense. Oh, he wants to make money. You know what? Let him make his money. Let him take advantage of these people who don't know how to be financially responsible. But to give him a say in transfers and in club in like club direction, like, are you serious?
isn't that kind of what LeBron did at those teams or something?
Yeah, but like LeBron. Yeah, but LeBron is also doing this at a way older age than Mbappe.
Yeah, well, the super team, right? That's what we're talking about here. Like, this is like the first that's ever happened in the game, and look, to think that, I mean, well, I guess you're right. I mean, Messi wanted a deal like that, right? What we were talking about.
Yeah, Messi swore his name on.
He had a deal like that basically
because he owned it.
He was making like what, $900K a week, and basically whatever Messi said to the board happened. That's what it was.
And look, La Liga is actually looking to, like, they're filing a complaint.
Yeah,
like they're looking to actually sue PSG, like in a way, I guess. Bring him again towards.
Well, no, but here was the issue. So, for those of you who didn't know, everyone thought that Mbappe was guaranteed to Real Madrid. They thought, oh, Real Madrid has the deal in, it's going to be wraps.
Pretty much.
But La Liga and Real made a huge problem trying to take. Who's playing stuff in the background? All I heard was saucy. I'm like, what? My explanation is not saucy.
They were describing me on the ball. Anyway,
Sorry, man.
No,
It was just
last
an
night I
article
put on a masterclass. That's what it
Anyway,
was. They were
sorry
talking about me
about that.
last night. But here's the thing. So Real Madrid and La Liga were trying to make Mbappe sign off on giving up a part of his image rights.
half of it.
Half of his image rights.
Wow, brilliant.
Like, you understand? No one understands how much money Mbappe makes just off of the Jordan partnerships, the FIFA partnerships he has, Nike, even when he's doing Qatari promotion for hotels.
At the end of his contract, it's only a 3-year deal.
Yeah.
At the end of his 3-year deal, he'll be a billionaire. And you know what? At the end of his 3-year deal, he'll be entering what some people call his prime.
Yeah.
So he's 23 years old. So by the time he's 26, he'll own France. He'll be a billionaire.
He can buy out, 26 countries? Like, he has more money than 26 countries.
Yeah, like, he is going to be at the top of his game, with the way technology's headed. At the same time, he's going to play for another decade after this contract
Look
ends.
at Ronaldo. Ronaldo's 37. I think Mbappe, with the way how medicine is advanced for footballers, he'll outlast Ronaldo before retirement.
Now it's sad to say, but the way this stuff works is, like, poor PSG, like, he's going to have some kind of tough injury or something.
Oh yeah,
and like
that's happened to every great player. Alexander Pato.
Roberto, what's this called? Ronaldo, R9.
Yeah, R9, Ronaldo Lima.
Adriano.
Who was the Chelsea kid?
Besmir Zuda.
Yeah.
Ardi Mini.
Yeah.
blew out his ACL his first day of senior year. Poor guy.
Yeah, jumping for a header. Learn to jump.
Yeah, learn to jump, you trash center back.
If he's listening, he's gonna kill you.
I know. When I get home, I hear it. But anyways, doesn't matter.
But I mean, first of all, let's have a quick shout out for the fact that Ardi is currently wearing a Valencia shirt today, and he didn't make a single shout for a Valencia player in our lineup.
I did. I somehow was able to get Correa into the right back options for us.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah,
I tried.
So no comment on that.
I'm not gonna lie. This kit, I only got it because it's clean. It is so nice.
Listen, and at the same time,
so nice.
If we're talking, Jonathan's dressed up nicely for work.
Yep.
Dejan's representing the greatest club in the world, North Jersey Football Club.
Yes,
Absolutely. Taking over.
And what Ardi and Jonathan and I have in common is the T-shirt I'm wearing is from our championship winning season in NJ Play 7v7 League.
Yes.
Came in as the 4th seed.
Yeah.
Won the semifinals.
But can you explain the comeback we had this season? We went from
3-3 in the regular season, beating the best teams in the regular season somehow, and squeaking in miraculously.
Dan looks like he's troubled right now. What's wrong?
Hashtag Mbappe.
Oh, just random stuff. So
what is Twitter?
Yeah, we're champions. Take that, Mbappe.
So we get into semifinals against the top seed. We beat them 7-4.
It should have been 8-4. The fact that goalkeeper saved my shot at the end was mind blowing, dude.
I know. No, I'm not gonna say anything.
Well, first off, it was off my weak foot, and it was like sort of like a tap in on the outside of like my left foot. I thought the keeper wouldn't read it because I didn't even know what I was doing. So, like, to be honest, if I don't know what I'm doing, how you know what I'm gonna do?
No, those are the hardest players to defend.
Exactly.
And then we get to the final against our rivals. We played Passaic in the final and beat them 2-0. Let me be clear for it, Denny, if you're listening, you hit me really hard in the ribs. My mom's very upset with you because I'm still in pain. It's Wednesday.
Our comeback of this season would have never happened without Christian Harrington. I want to make that very clear.
Oh, that's my guy. Yep.
Chris, who's also a coach at North Jersey FC. Brilliant man.
AKA Daddy Chris, that's what we call him.
He carried us. But no, I mean, listen. The greatest thing in the world is we were able to win. What funny enough is arguably the first title the club's ever won. And a bunch of washed up coaches playing together Sunday nights. And I mean, and the majority of the team is our coaching staff. So,
but we have to continue it for Thursday now. Thursday is the last day, last set of games as well.
And we play our rivals again, I believe. We play
Soccer Zone. We played them last week.
Don't use their name. It's
like Voldemort,
they who shall not be named.
All I will say is that I helped them get a 5.8 million view TikTok, and they still charge me full price for cleats. I'm just gonna make that.
That doesn't happen at ITA Sports,
Yeah, ITA Sports takes care of us.
Plugged.
So here's the thing, guys. We finished up with the Mbappe talk. I think we've emphasized how crazy this is.
Well, can I throw something about Mbappe in there? You know what? It's the player power at clubs, and this is where being a Chelsea fan comes in. Chelsea's notorious, especially the old guard of Terry, Lampard, Drogba. These guys, they sacked managers on their own, but they just did it unofficially. The fact that, listen, it's come out that Mbappe now has this power essentially as well is something that we already know. Managers don't last places where there is player power. It's just very simple to understand that, listen, if players don't like a manager, where was the... Oh, it was Liverpool back in the early 2000s where supposedly Gerrard missed a penalty to get the manager sacked.
Yeah.
Listen, it's common knowledge that there are players at certain clubs that have all the power and can do what they want. Nobody can tell me that Ronaldo doesn't have the power to request transfers of players into Manchester United, or Messi had that power at Barcelona.
Real quick, you were listening top of the hour, WMSC Upper Montclair.
90.3.
90.3 WMSC.
Wait, so Kylian Mbappe...
This Matchweek. I got you, Jonathan.
So Kylian Mbappe rejected more money at Real Madrid to stay at PSG?
Well, no, I told you the image rights was the problem with Real.
Okay.
The image rights. He makes so much money off that. I mean, listen.
Just like Neymar did when he was at Santos, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Santos wanted to resign him, but they wanted his image rights.
Yeah.
And listen,
it's scary to think about because if you remember back between, so I know we were talking about FIFA last week, between FIFA, I guess FIFA 12 and FIFA 17, 8, Messi and Ronaldo were alternating on the cover.
Fun fact, guess who has the most FIFA cover appearances in history?
Messi?
Gulashi.
No. I'm giving all of you one more serious guess.
No, Rooney. It's Rooney.
Wayne Rooney. He has 9 covers of FIFA.
I was gonna say Ronaldo.
So for Mbappe, that's the same. I mean, right now that's the kind of the deal. Whenever it's EAFC, whatever.
This is for people working at FIFA and EA Sports. Don't put freaking Mbappe as the 23 cover, please. Can we just get something different? I'm tired of seeing.
He had 2 back-to-back now. So
what do you mean? PSG put it in his contract.
Yeah, PSG said you are the official FIFA cover star for the next 10 years.
Yeah, next thing you know, you're gonna see PSG officially buys EA Sports.
Okay, just leave it off at this. I do miss the multiplayer covers, when it was Henry, Rooney,
Ronaldinho, Kaká.
You gotta bring that back, man. It's tired of seeing on just one player, unless it's Messi or Ronaldo. Fair.
Yeah, I mean Eden Hazard on FIFA 20 cover. I don't know.
Marco Royce,
shout out FIFA 17.
Listen, we missed one part of Mbappe's contract we didn't talk about. Supposedly in France, in Paris specifically, every Bible will have Mbappe's name on the front of it.
All right, here we go.
Supposedly, the entire country's national religion is changing, and it is going to be officially Mbappeism.
Yep, Mbappeism.
They had completely, the whole nation has sold its soul to Kylian Mbappe.
Well,
and
here's
the best thing in the world is they're going to win the World Cup.
Realistically, if everyone looks at that $300 million, like...
They'll make the money back on
no,
it.
But that... They're doing that so that way when the Qatar World Cup comes around, Neymar's going to go around, do all the Qatari commercials for the hotels, promote all this stuff, everything that's related to the Qatari businesses. Because what is it? It's primarily a Qatari ownership at PSG, right?
Yeah, well, listen.
I think it's the UAE.
Well,
No,
yeah,
UAE is Newcastle.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
well, regardless, I mean, look, PSG's not stupid in what they're doing. Their 3-star players are arguably all 3 of them are favorites to win the World Cup. Mbappe, Neymar, and Messi are all favorites to win the World Cup this year.
But you're forgetting that England's winning.
Not just they're bringing it home.
They're bringing it home.
Yeah, now with Harry
It's
Maguire in the back
coming
line.
home.
Hey, that's copyrighted. Dude.
Oh yeah, stop. Yeah, no.
But
sorry,
now
I got
now it's Slathead at center back. But like Brazil, Argentina, and France all have good shouts to win the World Cup.
Yes.
Serbia.
Hopefully
You know?
Portugal.
You know, but all 3 of them have good shouts. You have the 3 captains. Well, if Mbappe's given the captaincy,
Yeah,
Which-
okay.
Over
Who's
Benzema. I know they don't like. Oh, Hugo Lloris.
Yeah,
will be
Hugo
there.
Lloris.
Yeah, no.
But like,
yeah, Yoris.
Wait, but think about this for France. They're gonna have a front. What? They're gonna run a front 3 or something.
Typically.
Maybe, I don't know, but you're gonna have Benzema and Mbappe up top. Like,
Well, that's how they've been running it for the past
Yeah,
couple
but you
years.
also
Yeah,
forget
but-
to realize they also have
Strike
in the
partnership.
midfield Camavinga and Tuchumani.
with also Pogba and Kanté.
Yeah, and on top of that, their center backs also they have Kimpembe, Jules Koundé, they have
Konate.
Varane, Konate. France is going to be set up for the next 10, 20 years.
That's always France. So France has enough
Yeah.
players where they have 3 starting World Cup squads if they want.
That's because the small little African nations that used to be
Yeah, that's what I'm
France
saying.
ruled,
Like, Africa as a whole is their academy.
because one little piece of Africa, no matter where you're from, it has either been controlled or ruled by France.
Yeah.
So-
So guys, I think this is the end of our time. I
Yeah,
know
we're
Jonathan has a very important business meeting today.
Thanks.
So guys,
not me though, Jonathan.
Yeah, Jonathan.
Besmir, no, he gave up all of his businesses just to be on Matchweek.
That's
You know,
brilliant.
this is.
Thanks, Bez.
And I hope no one I really know is listening to this, but
That's too late. We're
like
global.
this is one of the only things, and this is one of the only things on my schedule every week that I pen into my schedule. That
Me too.
Like sorry, I can't do that. I have to be on the radio with Ardi.
for not
Yeah.
because you want to help out the show, just for your own personal gain.
No.
Just so I can spread the Chelsea and the Hungarian national team propaganda.
And the NJFC propaganda. No, sure.
Yes.
I think the
There's
best.
no propaganda. We're the
I
best
personally
club.
want to thank Ardi because I know we're closing out, but I think it's spreading just the football as a universal language propaganda because we talk about having more football junkies in this country and dude, this is part of it. So I appreciate being on there.
Yep,
really.
guys. Appreciate Jonathan's final words on Matchweek, guys. You'll never be. No, I'm just joking.
Thanks. That's okay. If I never say anything else, Real Madrid's gonna win the Champions League this weekend.
Finish that sentence, Jonathan. You cut yourself off.
Predictions for today's match. It is
Conference?
it
Oh,
is
Conference League.
Roma.
hosted in
Tirana.
the wonderful Tirana, Albania.
Escuchezi.
Kuchesi, Roma, take it.
God bless Albania.
You see, the good thing about that is the fact that I know one day Serbia will somehow host something because if
No,
you
they
guys,
won't.
No, they won't.
yeah,
Yeah,
if you
no,
guys can host it in Albania, then 100%.
Yeah,
Mind you, did you see the stadium you guys are hosting it in?
Yeah, you guys are just crazy.
Yeah, it's
They're
gorgeous.
not gonna get-
It is gorgeous. I'll give you that, but it's also small. It only fits like what
45,000. No, 45,000.
45.
Yeah.
But it's regardless. It's the conference league. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
but
right,
that's the
Tammy
point.
Abraham scoring a hat trick today. That's all.
I agree.
Oh wait, it's Roma and
Feyenoord.
Feyenoord.
Roma wins it. If Mourinho was to lose this final, he might kill someone. At
Well,
Roma.
here's the thing. Like Mourinho, when's the last time Mourinho was made to like a major like European final and lost?
2015.
Oh no, he doesn't lose finals.
He doesn't lose finals.
He's Jose. He's Jose.
He
doesn't lose.
Listen to this. He won the Europa League for Man United. He won for Chelsea. What did he win European wise?
Don't cut that out, please.
Anyway,
Look at that.
moving forward, listen, he is Jose.
That's a funny
He is
clip.
not like everybody else. Not to sound arrogant, but he is the special one.
If I speak,
Why are you trying to sound like your father right now? You don't even sound like Jose.
No, my father would be a lot deeper and angrier. Jose, He's just he's just fine with it, you know. He's
very good.
I love Jose.
very false.
Mourinho goes from beating teams 4-0 to going outside and just eating a pizza on the stairs. Just
all right, guys, I think that's the end of the show today. It's been a pleasure to have you all listening. Take care. Tell somebody you love them. Enjoy the beautiful game. And this is Matchweek.
Este es Matchweek.
90.
WMSC. Peace out, guys. Thank you so much.